right here, we're going to be assembling the rocker shafts. I got my front on this side and my rear on this side. If you can tell, they're kind of reversed, even though they're backwards. The front side is intake, Jake, exhaust, and then the back side is exhaust, Jake, intake, but we'll get to that later. So for this side, we're going to assemble the front section of the rocker arms. I always start in the middle and work my way this way, then I'll put the end on. Just stand it up. Make sure you put assembly lube on this, or some kind of lube, so you're not putting it on here dry. So I just set it like this, and I can set it down on the table, move them where they need to go, and then I always move this over so I can find that hole right there, so I can lock this Jake into place. Once the Jake's locked in, you can turn it. And then you check the detent, make sure it's good. So both of them are locked in. We know this section's good. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolts in it so nothing slides. We always use new Jake brake solenoids, and these come with a bracket. Whenever you're doing this, always make sure you look at the wear right here. If there's too much wear, replace the bracket as well. Don't just replace the Jake solenoid. But there's not no wear, you can just replace this. Also on the shafts, let me get you to come over here. You can tell the front and rear by these little holes right there, and that's where those two holes meet up. So make sure that it's right whenever you're putting this together. Because you can put these two right here, but then it's not going to have no holes. So just make sure you're paying attention to where the holes are. If y'all watch, once it's locked in, I kind of push it forward to make sure the detent's good. And this one's good to go. So now this one can be installed, and let's get this other one built up. Alright, so this is the rear side, and it goes exhaust, Jake, intake. So the shorter one will be on the front instead of the longer one like the other side. But the same thing, same concept here. Start in the middle. Alright, so you guys, you got the front two set up. Check the detent again. If it's not right, you can pull these little clips out, and there's a spring in there. You can stretch the spring, and it'll give it a little bit more tension. But these are good, so let's put the end ones on. So same thing over here. I know my shaft's right. The Jake solenoids go to the front on the rear and the rear on the front. So it's kind of backwards, but they're both in the middle. It's very important when you're putting these on that you make sure that you check the running play before you torque them. So after you put them in place, check it. If you look right here, it actually is kind of oblonged out. So make sure you roll the shaft back whenever you're tightening it down. These are built. Let's go ahead and get them installed on the truck. Just gonna install them right here on this side. We're gonna wiggle them to get them into place, and then get all your bolts started. Alright, let's get them run down. Alright, so I'm not going to roll these back this time. I'm going to try to run it down, and hopefully the running play won't be right so that I can show y'all. So if you look, I barely ran it down on each one. And of course this running play is going to be right, except for that one. Alright, so if you look right here, there's no running play, right? So we know the shaft has to be rolled back. So whenever you're doing it, you can use a pair of pliers or whatever you want to. Take it, roll it back. And that's what you want right there. So, if y'all seen, I rolled it back and it went perfect. So same thing right here. just like that. So that's exactly how you do it. Now it's time to go back and torque. You torque all of them to 22 foot-pounds and then 60 degrees, and then you'll be done. Way in. You gotta be very careful because 22 foot-pounds ain't nothing. So after you go through and torque them, go back over them because they might turn a little bit. And go to the back. So I break the 4 in the middle loose and kind of touch them just so I can get back to the 20 and leave the 2 end ones tight. And then I break them loose, run them back down. Alright, so now you do the 60 degrees. This is an angle torque wrench. So as you can see, it's set to 60 degrees, but I mark them anyways because I want to be double sure. So yeah, always double check, even though you can have these fancy torque wrenches. Double check. Okay, so after you mark every one of them, you can also double check yourself afterwards if you mark them, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. But I go to 60 degrees. Alright, so if you mark them, you can double check and make sure it goes to the right. So all these are to the right of the mark. Like if you look right here, you got the mark there, that mark was right here. Now this mark is, so you know you went to the right. And just check them all, make sure you go to the right. And then you know you've done all of them. My torque wrench right here tells me I've done 12. Can you see it? So this has a counter on it when you're doing anything. So I know I've done 12, I've done them all, but it's always good to double check everything. And that is how you successfully install rocker arms. And next we'll just have to do the overhead on it.